the guarantee. E&E. With your boy shit. Glitch, nigga. Shit, I'm about to flood the streets like when the levees break. Criminal minds, my Garcia can navigate. Flowing while I'm blowing this gas. Nigga, no grace. Niggas not seeing me ever. I mean, no dates. Fuck around and end up gone. You getting misplaced. E&E, the shit that I claim. You dealing with grace. Took over the game by storm like Rain's mixtape. Thankfully, I've been up in smoke like my mixtape. Counting cheddar shit, I'm about to make a grilled cheese. Niggas be faker than bad bitches with good weeds. On my John Wick shit like Keanu Reeves. Replacements won't be enough, you need the whole team. I've been a G since I could finish my ABCs. Kept it a buck so real niggas look up to me. This butcher boy shit get crazy when it's sick of me. I'm coughing out these dope bars till they sick of me.
Can't get rid of me, still can't find a remedy. Still blowing palmers, if it comes to Hennessy. E&E, we own our shit independently. When I go out on the limb, I take extremities. I can see right through transparency. Hurting self-esteem, low insecurities. Now or never, like push the guarantee. What's the recipe? King L's Reflection 3. All these chapters in my life, you can turn a page. Books can't tell you my story, gotta live it down. Glitch got my back, yeah, you can copy that. Man, we control the seat, you can copy that. Leave your whole state red like Republicans. Put fire on the track, now it's bubbling. Put your boys E&E, you in trouble, kid. At first 100 mil, you can double.
Let's go. All the hustlers getting money, let it show. Automatic nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go. All the hustlers getting money, let it show. It's automatic nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go.
Blow sick around the jealous in the motherfucker. Can't even take a step, that's how far I trust you. This black boy turned to shining king under pressure. West side fat jacks, I took more to measure. Shake the extras, that's business starter fees. Street blues, what I talk, for your blood flowing free. Power on my mind, knows the gang is kind. Read between the lines, it was in my eye. If they ain't got real lines, it ain't hard to spot a counterfeit. Undefeated, ultra real, burn gully mountain shit. Couple hot shots, turn on the frozen margaritas. Even better when it's served with some flawless features. Next year they gotta pay for these flawless features. Flawless victories from the flaws that they teach us. Now my flow imitate how I board the plane non-stop. The little J gon' take over with my time stops.
Yeah, I get right to it. My nigga, we begging pardon. We putting niggas back in boxes. Yeah, they need pardon. My flow be retarded. Sick, I need hella help. My groove came back. This must be how Stella felt. We just started kicking it like a yellow belt. We all made it to the pros. This is how LaMelo felt. You better yell out help. Here comes the double team. You catch me in the spot, then you know that the boy is clean. The Louis V look mean with the magazine. So if you try it, you get shot. No vaccine. If you was asleep before I came, then I'm the caffeine. I pull the jokers out the deck. Yeah, there ain't no laughing. In CEO fashion, we sticking to the business. Wouldn't even let a vegan knock me off my chick. Something about the DDS when the sun is hitting. Should be flashing like the lights when you getting
Let's go. All the hustlers getting money, let it show. It's automatic, nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. With your boy shit, nigga, let's go. All the hustlers getting money, let it show. It's automatic, nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. With your boy shit, nigga.
Let's go. Yeah. What up? You already know it's the man about town, Virgil, aka Stats with Facts. Hey, y'all know y'all tuned in to another episode of A Real Talk Podcast. You know what I'm talking about? Tap in, walk with us. Y'all see it running across the bottom of the screen. To all y'all who may be aspiring to have a career in media or going to school for such a thing, right? When y'all see stuff like this on the screen, these banners and stuff, this is what's known as lower thirds. This right here is the lower third of the screen because they chopped the screen up into third sections of 3. And this is the lower third right here when you see this scrolling across the bottom. That's just a little bit of game for y'all, man. You know what I'm talking about? Drop a little bit of game on y'all real quick. You know what I'm talking about, man? What's up with y'all, man? What's going on? What's the deal? You know what I'm talking about? What it do? What it do? You know what I mean? We woke up at whatever time we woke up this morning, and we've been awake ever since. So we got the honorary, the victory, and the glory. You did. We already won, man. We already won. You know? We already won, y'all. So we, like I said, we already got the victory. So everything else is pretty much extra at this point. You know what I mean? You know? What's good with y'all? How y'all doing out there? You know what I'm talking about? Tap in, walk with us. Y'all know we about to get to it. All right? Shout out to RBG. You hear me? Shout out to RBG. You did. For putting me up on game. You know, about this specific aspect of what I always be talking about with y'all. When I be sitting up here telling y'all that YouTube is being used to bring in and establish the ministry of truth, right? I done told y'all to read Orwell's 1984. I'm going to continue to tell y'all to read that. I'm never going to let up on it. And I'm going to constantly remind y'all. Y'all need to go get that book. Y'all need to read it. All right? Y'all need to go get that joint, man. It's the reason why I'm telling y'all to go get that book, man. And I'm telling y'all, y'all going to be doing yourself a huge favor by going to get this book. And not only going to get it, but read it and study it. Actively read it. Right? Actively read the book. 1984, man. You know, actively read it. Take notes. Highlight. Circle words. Underline things that stick out to you. You know what I mean? It's one of them type of books. And if you got any type of critical thinking ability left in your head, you're going to be doing that type of stuff anyway. You know, 2023, I want to be an advocate for reading. You know what I'm saying? Reading is fundamental. You know? Reading is very fundamental. And I strongly suggest that you start reading more. I strongly suggest that you, right, encourage your children to read more. You hear me? And I did a whole live stream on this very book right here that I'm about to show y'all. But as of late, I've been reading this book again, brushing up my memory on it, on the subject matter of it, right? But for all y'all who are embarking on an endeavor into what is known as conspiracy research, it's an absolute must, right? It's an absolute must. I can leave that up there. It's an absolute must that y'all get this book. Let me take this down real quick. It's an absolute must that y'all get this one. Right? Absolute must that y'all get this one. Right? You hear me? It's an absolute must that y'all go cop this book right here. All right? Now, this book that I got right here is not mine. Mine is in such a bad condition, right, that it just looked terrible. You know, I had that book for over 15 years, and it's highlighted, pages is falling out, the binder is messed up. You know, this is a library copy right here, but you know, I just read it just to brush up on some things and to, you know, so then keep me humble, right? To where one of the main books that I've read, one of the first books that I read, right, that opened up my mind to a lot of different things. You hear me? And I'm not afraid to admit that. You hear me? Shout out to William Cooper. Rest in the essence to him. You hear me? But now tonight, y'all, we're going to get to it. Right? How many of y'all, right? How many of y'all heard about Operation Jigsaw? Huh? Who out there is hip to Operation Jigsaw? Y'all hip to Operation Jigsaw out there? Well, you know we're going to get to it, man. Right? Now, I've been knowing all about the Ministry of Truth because I've read 1984 numerous times. All right? Years ago, I've been and made the connection and correlation that Yewtewb is being used to establish the Ministry of Truth. And on top of that, I see the threefold paradigm of Alphabet, Google, YouTube, right? I've been recognized this long ago. And I've been talking about this for a long time. I'm going to continue to talk about this. I'm never going to let up, right? You know, so when y'all tap in with me, this is the type of content we're going to be doing, man. We're going to be breaking this stuff down, man. You hear me? What y'all know about Operation Jigsaw? Put a 1 in the chat if you are aware of Google's cybersecurity contingency plan known as Operation Jigsaw. Right? It's a hell of a choice of words, man. You hear me? And I'm going to show y'all this video, or should I say, play this video for y'all. I know we're doing a little bit more. Oh, we ain't going to be playing too much video unless it's like original or something like that. You know, we're about to listen to this video, y'all, right? And just to give y'all a nice visual, though, this is what I will do, though. Right? Just to give y'all a nice visual, I will do this. All right? Do this for y'all. Give me a couple seconds. So y'all can have a visual to look at. You understand what I'm saying? So y'all can have something visual to look at as y'all listen to this audio. You did. Click on the bell, man. Subscribe to the page. Sharing social engineering. You know. Operation Jigsaw. Right? I'm about to roll up. Right? I know some people be asking, I done got some emails like, why don't you never roll up before the show? Because I like to roll up during the show. That's why. That's why we had the ability to turn the camera off, man. Rolling up during the show. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, though, man. I want y'all to go look into this, but after we have the show, but I'm definitely going to connect some dots for y'all. I'm going to put some things to y'all's awareness. You hear me? I'm going to put y'all up on some game about some people who you may want to take a look at and do some research into. Right? These people are not who we have been led to think who they are, if you even know who any of these people I'm about to name tonight are. And that's the reason why I'm here, is to shed a light on those who think they're going to hide under their veil of anonymity. We gonna know who you gonna be seen, you gonna be heard, you gonna be known, man. You gonna know who you is. No more hiding. You did. No more hiding, man. We ain't playing that game no more. You know, y'all ain't about to be sitting up here hiding behind y'all's anonymity through y'all's positions and no. All people and players involved with this so-called conspiracy agenda, you will be exposed. Your name will be put in the forefront, especially if I got anything to do with it. Because I ain't borrowing Nathan. How about that? Not a goddamn thing. You don't get exposed messing with me over here, man. I'm going to put you on Front Street, right? You know what I'm talking about? So, here's a video of these guys, you know. I ain't gonna really say that because it don't matter who they are, to be honest with you. You know, we can use the audio, so it's all good. All right. But I want y'all to listen to this. Let's go.
What do you have for us, sir?
Yes, so I want everyone to listen to this very closely. Very closely. Okay. Are you tired of online trolls and hate speech ruining your internet experience?
I know I am.
Look no further than Google Jigsaw, the cutting-edge tech company working to make the web safer place for everyone. It was really hard for me to read that because I was gagging as I was saying it.
Of course.
There's a lot to unpack here, and it really all has to do with censorship. Now, Operation Jigsaw is a subsidiary of what is Alphabet? Is that the Google?
Yep, Alphabet.
So it's
Google's
working with
company.
Google, and they're actively fighting online extremism, censorship. What else we got?
Online extremism. And pay attention to that, y'all, right? Pay attention to that. Online extremism. Right? I'm about to bring y'all back to that here in a couple seconds. Right? But just keep that in mind, y'all. Keep that in mind. He said, right?
Shit. Now, Operation Jigsaw is a subsidiary of what is Alphabet? Is that the Google?
Yep, Alphabet.
So it's working with Google, and they're actively fighting online extremism, censorship. What else we got here?
Online extremism, y'all. Right? Keep that in mind. Online extremism. Let's go.
Just okay. You know what? There's 4 pillars of this thing, and I'm just gonna read some of them just so we can kind of talk about each one. So as we talk, we'll talk.
Real
about
black gentleman, what's good?
So the 4 pillars to Jigsaw.
Well, first of all, what is Jigsaw?
So Jigsaw is like it's like a tech company. Okay. It's a tech company that was bought up by Alphabet to just use things like AI, things like online censorship, fact checkers. I mean, I want to say it's like kind of they work in cahoots with Google's fact checkers, but really they're just interjecting themselves into your online experience.
Yeah.
So
I guess what are the examples? Like if I go to Google right now, Google.com, and I search, the World Economic Forum. Yeah. What would Jigsaw do to me or do to the experience?
So we're going to get to that.
Okay.
But I'm just going to read off each one of these pillars because it'll give you a better insight of what these actual guys do. Nick. So the first one is accuracy prompts. So accuracy prompts, they're like little, and actually before I get into this, I really want to give a huge shout out to Roman Balmakov. Yeah. Over at the Epic Times Facts Matter. Nice. Did a really, really wonderful breakdown of this, and I think you should go over there and check it out. So the first one is accuracy prompts. They're little pop-up windows that show up when Google fact checkers claim something is misinformation or is just like a friendly reminder. Get this, for a friendly reminder to only share information that is accurate only according to Google fact checkers.
Now, is this in relation to, like, you know, when I'm on Instagram Reels, right, and something about the vaccine pops up, right? There's a little thing, right? It says missing, independent.
Exactly,
okay, got
exactly.
it.
So that's what they're getting at. So yeah, man. Yeah,
but I mean, you know, Nick, it's shown up in our videos too. Like, you know,
it has
in the early days of you and I doing Great Reset.
Oh, the Great Reset, yep.
Right,
yeah.
like it literally showed on the bottom Wikipedia the Great Reset is right. Like it's
right.
We actually made jokes about it too.
Yeah, I guess. Videos. So what makes it special? Like, we've seen that in the last 2 years.
So I believe that they're pushing more for it now. I had gone and actually watched their COO interview about 3 years ago, and he was kind of talking about this pre-pandemic stuff. Mm-hmm. And they're like, yeah, this is what we're going to do. He was pretty much telling all the plans, like, you know, the thing. So, I mean, there's really not much different I think we've seen, but I want to say that they're going to start ramping it up even more because of the push. I mean, just the access to information. And I have that down in, after we get through that, why I really think they're doing this. So the next one is the redirect method. This falls in the category of preventing radicalization, which I am all about. Radicalization is a very, very, very bad thing, and I've seen it firsthand. We actually had I can't get into the detail of this, but our part of our PSYOP mission is to de-radicalize people, and we were using various techniques to do that. But the only problem that I see with this is that the subjectiveness of what an extremist is.
Right.
And their main focus, get this, is white supremacy, violent misogyny, and conspiracy theories.
So basically, Alex Jones,
Andrew Tate,
and us,
right? Like,
right, but we're not in the conspiracy theory game, man.
No,
we're not.
We're in the truth game.
We're in the truth. That's what we're doing.
Right.
Yeah, but I mean, I had to laugh when they said violent misogyny because I don't think we live in a society with violent misogyny.
Right.
Yeah. When is there ever a case of violent misogyny? I don't think there's just male misogyny. I think there's just.
Notice they didn't say anything about black men or black liberation groups. Although, when you pay attention to YouTube, you see something different. I like how they conveniently left that out. Exactly. They do all the things they claim to protect. Yes. This is the establishment of the Ministry of Truth, y'all. Tap in, walk with me.
Toxic people in general.
Yeah, correct.
Right, correct. Can do that.
So,
and what y'all seeing on the screen, that's Jigsaw's website.
So you're saying that redirect method, right? So that means that, like, let's say I search something on Google and I'm looking for, you know, stuff on, you know, World Economic Forum. Yeah. So basically what I would have seen articles that would say bad, you know, the World Economic Forum is terrible, they're doing all these bad things. I would instead get and see, oh no, the World Economic Forum is not bad, they're not extreme.
Yeah.
But what you do need to know about is white supremacy, violent misogyny, right?
Right.
That's what you're saying, right?
Well, and so I'm just going to reference back to early last year when the Department of Homeland Security actually deemed parents at PTA boards extremists, terrorists.
Yeah,
terrorists. So what my interpretation of this was, let's say we look up something on.
Remember what I be telling y'all? Now, y'all. Remember when I be telling y'all about HR 1955 and how we all have been deemed terrorists, enemy combatants? See, after 9/11, they passed the Patriot Act, which made us all into enemy combatants. And then in 2007, they passed HR 1955. This was 16 years ago. The Violent Radicalization and Homegrown Terrorist Prevention Act. And it's just crazy for me, y'all. Y'all don't have to understand, but tap in and walk with me. Understand how ill this is for a guy like me who been studying HR 1955 since it came out in 2007, right? Every aspect of that demonic, diabolical, Luciferian, satanic, Ouroboros legislation known as HR 1955, man. I've been studying it for a long time, and to see it actually happening and coming into fruition in our society and all the aspects that it is, all the different ways that it is through the music, through every aspect of society. Now I see exactly why at the time they did, when they passed this legislation, it sets the precedent for everything that's going on now, right? With the whole LGBTQ LMNOP barbecue committee agenda thing, with this whole, attack on masculinity and manhood, right? This whole over-sexualization of everybody, specifically, especially our children. This is all part of HR 1955. We are being violently radicalized through ideologically based violence. And if y'all paid attention to what RBG just said, the very same things that they implement these laws for us, they are actually doing these same things. If you want to get the attention off of you, you accuse people of what you yourself are doing. I'm pretty sure y'all all have experienced that to some extent. Let's go, y'all. Tap in and walk with us.
On like gender theory or CRT stuff they're teaching middle school kids. So you're looking that up, and then you see a video, and then there's a ad that pops up. Right. It's like, hey, did you just click on a video about CRT? Well, come on over and watch this. And then they give their side of the point. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's all interjecting themselves into something. So they're reading what's actually going on. Okay. So moving on. So and then here, I like this one a lot. Authorship feedback. Now this is going to look to shape what you're saying online. It's looking to curb and prevent toxic language. So if you are saying anything rude or toxic, Jigsaw's AI will highlight it and encourage you to change it before publishing. Wow. So there goes all your Twitter comments.
So you mean to tell me that, let's say, like you guys watching this right now on YouTube.
So let me put that in the layman's terms for y'all, man. Basically, the unintelligent artificial intelligence that Jigsaw is using, or should I say is using Jigsaw, is going to coerce you into self-censoring yourself. And y'all heard me always tell y'all that the worst type and kind of censorship is self-censorship. That's basically what this Jigsaw unintelligent artificial intelligence software is designed to do. It is designed to trick you into silencing and censoring yourself, not to challenge your own thoughts, not to challenge that which you are being told. Basically playing on your childhood like instincts, right, to obey authority and try to shame you into not believing what they deem as so-called conspiracy theories, which is really any information that is challenging, thought-provoking against the status quo in the narrative, right? I challenge y'all to do the opposite of everything Jigsaw is doing. Tap in and walk with us, y'all. Let's go.
YouTube live stream. When you make comments, we may see a day where Jigsaw's AI might say, well, hold on, buddy. Before you press comment or hit submit, I want you to rethink that and word it this way. Is that what you're saying?
That's exactly what's going on.
So I know you got one more here to go over, but man, what is the timeline for this, something like this to be rolled out?
To my knowledge, it's
they've been doing it, y'all.
Right now.
We don't even know about it.
We don't even know about it. And here's the thing. We've seen in the last, I would say even 2 weeks, a huge uptick in artificial intelligence being implemented. It's like
usage.
Super. I mean, it's going on. So like, I feel like we're hitting a point to where AI was just like that's in the future. But no, we live in the future now.
Well, my thing is,
the smart grid is now here.
Like ChatGPT, which I know you and Nick, Nick, you and I are talking a lot about that right now. But like, if we have access to something like that, where we could utilize AI to formulate sentences, write essays, and whatnot, like, what does Google have access to, right? Like, what do they have?
I think they have a lot more than we actually think. And, not to put a tinfoil hat on, but if you go to the Alex Jones conversation on Joe Rogan about like 2016, 2015,
I remember that show.
This kind of this quantum computing that Google has.
Yeah.
And I feel like this is kind of just part of that.
Quantum computing. Y'all hear me talking about this, right? D-Wave quantum computing. Y'all remember in Infinity War, my fault. Y'all remember in Endgame when Tony Stark, Iron Man, Robert Downey Jr. character constructed that computer that they used, right, to project them into the quantum realm. Huh? OG, what it do, man? Y'all remember that part? Y'all remember the part in Endgame? Tony Stark created that computer that he used to help them get access to the quantum realm. So they could, and also the same computer that they used to make the Prim particle. Oh, man, it's a pleasure and an honor to teach, man. You hear me? It's a beautiful thing to be chosen to do such a thing, man. For real, for real. I'm honored and I'm privileged. Blessings, right? Think about that, man. You remember that? You remember that episode? I remember that episode when Alex Jones was on Joe Rogan. He said, I see commentators be with the censoring of even tame terminology. That's why I know something is up. It's either bots or them peoples. It's a combination of the two, but mostly it's them bots, right? It's the unintelligent, artificial intelligence, y'all. This is why I go so hard. This is why I talk about this stuff. This is why I want to continue to talk about this stuff. I ain't letting up. You hear me? The smart grid is now here. You know? And y'all can sit up here and act like this stuff ain't going on, but over here at A-Real Talk, we're going to keep our foot on the neck, right? And what they talking about right now is everything y'all hear me talking about. Let's go.
Thing. And as we've seen, what he talks about many, many years ago have kind of come to fruition.
Sure. Why don't you go to your last point there?
Okay. Last point is pre-bunking. Not debunking, pre-bunking.
Pre-bunking.
Okay? So instead of being reactive, Google fact checkers
are being proactive,
creating content to pre-bunk the argument.
Pre-bunking the arguments. Pre-bunking information, right? I want y'all to think of the movie Minority Report, the Office of Pre-Crime, right? They claimed that the whole purpose of bringing the what they call them, the precogs, the whole purpose of bringing the precogs together with the help of the unintelligent artificial intelligence that they were using to use the precogs precognitions, right? So they could go ahead and convict people before they even commit their crimes by traveling in the past. Huh? Do y'all understand what I'm saying to y'all right now? This is the Office of Pre-Crime in the movie Minority Report. Right? Now imagine you being convicted of committing a crime that you haven't even committed yet. Oh, but you will in the future, though. Now, think about that when it comes to especially a guy like me who's a convicted felon. But think about how that applies to our life and situations now in our society now. You could be deemed possibly potentially guilty, an enemy combatant, a terrorist, based off of your past criminal history, mental health history, violence in the military history, familial, dysfunctional, epigenetically passed down human trauma history, your violent school history, your violent history while you were in prison if you went to prison. Y'all better understand what I'm saying to y'all right now, man. This is what they're talking about, man, with pre-bunking, not debunking, pre-bunking. Think of pre-bunking. Think of the Office of Pre-Crime from the movie Minority Report. Right? Exactly, RBG. That's a good way to put it too. Let's go, y'all. We're gonna get to it, man. We're gonna talk about real talk over here, man. We're gonna talk about the real stuff, man. We're gonna have real conversations, real content. You need hit that like button, y'all. Let's go.
Before people can even come up with their own opinions.
Crap, man.
There are a few examples of a touchy topic that we've all had in the past 2 years. And you can just see these on their own YouTube channel. You go to Jigsaw on YouTube and you see a title to a video pre-bunking the rhetorical strategies in, the V misinformation.
Wow.
And so their strategy is to pretty much do the same thing with what I said earlier.
Yeah.
Interject like an ad.
You know, they don't even have to do that, man. You know what I'm seeing here? So as a someone who I would deem as an expert marketer and a sales guy, you know what they're going to do here? The power that they're going to have. And from my understanding, you got to look at the big picture, right? Now we have the ability to do deep fakes. We have the power and ability to freaking even manufacture voices, right?
AI voice generation.
AI voices. Now you have ChatGPT,
voice to skull technology.
Now Jigsaw. Think about what they can do. Now we can legitimately see bot YouTube channels that are creating content by fake people. They don't even exist, right? We've seen that on they have what's that AI OnlyFans account now, where fake girls.
Well,
they don't even exist.
Well, there's a website called people that don't exist, and you can actually I don't know, it's something along those lines, right? But you can actually go to that website and it shows photos of people that actually don't exist. But it looks like they exist.
So imagine this, right? And
I'm telling y'all, man, the smart grid is now here.
What they're now able to do is they can now have AI fake people who don't exist become creators and create.
See, the fact that this level of this technology exists lets me know that the unintelligent artificial intelligence has already become sentient. So you in Agenda 2030, or what is known as the singularity, that's just the culmination of what's already transpired, right? I think 2030 is more or less not the unintelligent artificial intelligence becoming sentient, but the actual combining of the unintelligent artificial intelligence with human physiology, human genetically modified, upgraded, biologically, biomechanically enhanced physiology. Hit that like button, y'all. Y'all ain't getting this type of game too much places on you. Type in with us, Mike.
Content using voices in videos like this to basically say, before even things come out, before even people can get to it, say, no, 2025 or 2030 Great Reset is amazing. Here's why. Here's all the lists why Great Reset's amazing. You need to submit to it. And literally, the power AI can flood the YouTube space.
Well, not only that, but the AI will know exactly and will learn exactly what resonates with people. They'll know exactly.
They'll know who you are.
They'll be able to study all the TikToks, all the Instagram reels, all
at once, simultaneously.
What people resonate the most with, what gets people to comment and be engaged, what you like, how to sell you on something, right? And these guys have access to it, man. Again, this is going back to the point, and this is kind of the theme I think for today's show is. There becomes an issue when all the resources, the technology, and the power is centralized at the top.
Yep.
That's the problem, because I actually don't have a problem with everybody having access to this AI stuff, right? I don't have a problem with that, right? Because it's free speech, right? It's now there needs to be regulation. There needs to ensure that people are safe. It's not harming anyone, right? I absolutely agree, but I also don't believe in the other extreme, which is all of this power and technology centralized.
The problem is that AI is programmed by someone and somebody with large, vast resources.
They have handlers,
and that's the problem.
And that's the problem.
The other day yesterday actually.
And listen here, y'all. Listen here, y'all. I beg to differ. I think the unintelligent artificial intelligence has become sentient. Meaning operating on its own accord. Meaning it has become sentient. Meaning it is thinking for itself. It has become self-aware. I think it's already happened, personally. But who am I? I'm just a guy. I could be wrong. Right? But you ask me, I personally think that this unintelligent artificial intelligence has already become sentient or self-aware. right? I believe that UN Agenda 2030 for global sustainability is the contingency plan to bring us to that day. I believe that the singularity is more of a combination, joining marriage, if you will, with unintelligent artificial intelligence and actual human physiologically biology. Literally the merging of artificial intelligence, unintelligent artificial intelligence with human anatomy on some Borg type stuff, right? On some resistance is futile type stuff. You hear me? Let's go, y'all. Hit that like button, y'all. Click on the bell, subscribe to the page, share Social Engineer, man. Tap in, walk with us, man. Real talk, real content, not none of that reactionary effery. We talking about real stuff over here, man. Project Jigsaw, all y'all YouTube so-called content creators and y'all plethora of non-content creators out here, y'all might want to tap in and walk with us on this episode right here and soak up this game. Because a lot of y'all I know ain't aware of Project Jigsaw, Operation Jigsaw.
AI, I was playing with ChatGPT, and I think you and I were playing with it. And we were asking ChatGPT some of these questions, like, you know, hey, what is a woman, right? What, you know, and I remember, what did you do a search on? Like,
it was, well, actually pertaining to our from last week's video, about, you know, Bill Gates, not Bill Gates, I'm sorry, but the WF and the CIA connection. And they're just like, we're not going to get into
ChatGPT said, no, we're not going to help you create conspiracy theories.
Yeah, right.
So, like, if it was a true open source, decentralized open AI or AI, it would tell us, like, hey, this is what it is, and blah, 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 blah. But it seems like it is the AI itself is pre-programmed to not to go to certain things that would cause or provoke critical thinking on our end and think differently than the narratives. So,
well, it's been nerfed.
Nick, this is very alarming.
Yeah, it's been nerfed. Yeah, since ChatGPT came out, it's been nerfed because I saw a video and the guy was like, yeah, it was great when it first started, but then someone made a horror story, and they even had stuff in there like, you know, some pretty horrendous stuff. He's like, I didn't even tell it to say that. That's just what it came up with.
Yeah, that's scary. Well, what are your final thoughts? Let's wrap up the show, guys.
Final thoughts, man. Honestly, this is going to be a mix between Minority Report and Demolition Man. So there's a scene in Demolition Man where Stallone is like cursing. He keeps getting tickets and tickets and tickets because he can't curse in the future apparently. And then Minority Report is to me is like the AI. Sorry, I think in movie terms. It's like the AI.
I do too, bro. Don't even trip.
So like they think you're gonna be coming.
I literally just was telling y'all about pre-crime, the precogs, Minority Report. See, those who are tapped into this stuff, we are movie buffs because we pay attention to the movies because contrary to popular opinion, y'all, they are using the movies to get these agendas to us by preemptively programming us, predictively programming us, getting us psychologically, perceptually prepared to experience these type of things in our actual reality, which is a copy of the actual originality. Huh? Let's go, y'all. What my man RBG say, as long as AI reads up on slavery and goes after massa, I'm straight. I know that's right. Let's go.
I'm an extremist, and then they go arrest you, and you're like, wait a minute, you know, I found God.
Sure.
I'm good now.
I mean, guys, this is like psyops perfected.
Yeah,
seriously. This is perfected psyops. Like back in the day, you were able to go get information somewhere else. Now that we have a whole generation growing up, all they do is Google stuff, right? They don't even come to the parents, man.
No,
what's
no more encyclopedias.
Like, you know, a lot of
people don't go to the library no more. Look what happened to the libraries during Schmoment.
Right, like what you were saying, Sam. And I'm just like, talk
across
to
the country,
life doctor. Talk to any, and this is a problem that I came across with, especially when it came to the housing market and economics. I'm just like, dude, why don't you come ask me? Right. Like with all this real estate housing, like I know all the friends that are, I have friends in the industry that are all big players, are all big. I will tell you, well, you don't need to go to Google.
No.
Right. Like it's all fabricated.
Well, in Google too, you got to get to like the 10th page before you actually get like,
correct.
Go to DuckDuckGo, right?
DuckDuckGo.
Yeah. So, I mean, in summary, you got Google literally that's going to tell you, hey, this might be misinformation, right? Like when you search for stuff, when you write stuff, it's going to tell you, hey, well, you're about to write misinformation.
Mean.
Right?
Don't be mean.
Right. And then also, when you look for things that might be outside the box, they may tell you, oh, no, that's a conspiracy theory, man. That's
the memory hole. I keep telling y'all, that YouTube, I keep telling y'all, man, Google, through Operation Jigsaw, is establishing the Ministry of Truth on YouTube and Google. Google is the memory hole. Remember y'all told y'all about when y'all got to read 1984, man. The main character, Winston, worked at the Ministry of Truth. He worked in the area to where they put things and committed them to the memory hole. I don't just be saying this stuff, just be saying, y'all. I'm telling y'all, man, this stuff is being implemented in our society, man. The stuff that was in these books that I've read over the years. You hear me? Go cop 1984 right now, y'all. Let's go.
Extremists, and they're gonna create into they're gonna be forward thinking about creating content already that exists. Like Nick, like us, right? When we do our research roundtable every Tuesday, we are oftentimes reacting. Right. We're oftentimes looking at things saying, okay, what's happening in the world? What are we looking at? What are we finding? Imagine YouTube being able to predict what could happen and just making content about it. And it comes true because they have all the billions of data.
That's Minority Report shit right there.
Going to be true. And we're going to make a content. And the moment it does become true, it's going to be released. So I see a day and age where I think 50% of all YouTube videos, and this is, again, just me simulating, just predicting, we might see a day where TikTok videos, Facebook posts, Twitter feeds, 50% of them might be AI generated by AI people.
And you know what's crazy, man, is the AI people are going to win because, I mean, let's be real, guys. We're human beings. Like
unlimited information.
We do our best to look at data every Friday, and we go, hey, like, what do our people want to hear about? But I mean, and you know, we can't compete against AI.
And Elon may have been right. Elon did say a couple years ago.
I disagree. I disagree. Let me come up for this. I vehemently disagree. The AI, the unintelligent artificial intelligence, ain't smarter than us. For one reason and one reason only. It can't create. It has no imagination. No style, no swag, no sauce, no drip. It can only mimic, copy, duplicate, manipulate, manufacture. So with that being said, like Morpheus told Neo in the Matrix during the training program, right? You keep trying to hit me, stop trying to hit me and hit me. Right? He said, I can't. You're too fast. He said, what does my being faster or stronger have anything to do with my muscles within the matrix? Do y'all think that's air y'all breathing? Right? So with that being said, you know, we're way smarter and faster than the AI. Let me tell y'all why. Because the AI has to adhere to a certain set of rules. Let's just call them the laws of physics, especially in this reality. See, we are in the matrix, but we're not of the matrix in our natural original design. Right? Which means we are not subject to the laws of physics in this reality. And what did Neo say to Morpheus? So what you trying to tell me? I can dodge bullets? He said, don't make no mistake, Neo, man. I've seen agents empty full clips. You know what I'm saying? Or I've seen people empty full clips at the agents and they hit nothing but air. Right? Nothing but air. But regardless of any of that, they could never be as fast as you or me. Because their reality constructs of this world matrix is based off of the laws of physics. in our original design, we weren't designed to adhere or be a slave to the laws of physics of this reality world matrix. So with that being said, what does Neo say in his response? He said, "What you trying to tell me? I can dodge bullets?" And what Morpheus say? He said, "Nah, man, that ain't what I'm telling you. I'm telling you when you're ready, when you remember who you are, not what you are, but who you are, and you remember how powerful you are because of who you are, you won't even have to dodge bullets, right?" What did Morpheus tell? He said, "Nah, what I'm telling you is when you're ready, you won't even have to." And this is what I mean, y'all, when I say we can make the Matrix do as we see fit. Just like Morpheus told Neo that the first one born inside the Matrix could make the Matrix do as he see fit. He was born in the Matrix, but he's not of the Matrix. And this is why they're talking about having these human embryo facilities. Because now they can, and when they grow humans, those humans that are grown in the hatcheries, they won't have a connection to the Most High. Do you understand what I'm saying? They'll be primed and prepped, genetically altered, modified, upgraded, enhanced to be synced and linked with that of the hive mind collective of Lucifer, Satan, the devil, which is the unintelligent artificial intelligence. Man, I can break this shit down for you. I'm like a scientist. I'm like a professor emeritus with this stuff, man. You hear me? I want you to understand how important this is and what this means and what the implications of this stuff is, man. You hear me? Let's go.
3 years ago, say, "Hey, AI is the
we gotta slow down. We gotta.
It is really
I think that time right now we're in. It's gonna be like a waterfall now.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a waterfall. Just from the research I've done, even just in the last week. Yeah, it's the floodgates are open, man.
Hey guys, what you just saw was a clip from our weekly live show that we do every single Thursday. Now, if you guys enjoyed the clip, please like and subscribe to our channel for more content.
Y'all like them too, these two Asian dudes right here, man, the Quack brothers. I like the Quack brothers, man. You hear me? They make good comment, man. Good content, man. You hear me? And they cover the type of stuff that I be on. Right now, they ain't gonna cover it in the way that I would though, but they cover it. So I give them respect for that. You hear me? Shout out to them brothers, the Quack brothers, man. Shout out to them. You feel me? I think they like real estate investors and you know what I mean? All that type of stuff, man. Tap in, walk with us, y'all, man. You hear me? Tap in and walk with Chaos Rain. What's good, man? We got my brother Chaos Rain in the building, man. Y'all go over there and subscribe to the Brethren situation, man. Demonstration. He don't talk about situation. He don't talk about Operation Jigsaw. How long have I been telling y'all that YouTube is being used to establish the ministry of truth, man? I'm going to keep saying it because this is what's going on. Shout out to my brother Red Supreme TV1. As we create this new space with my brethren Red Supreme as the fulcrum, right? Right? As we create this new space, it is absolutely necessary, y'all, that we inform ourselves on this stuff that's going on. It's cool to sit up here and have talks about female nature. You know what I'm saying? That stuff is all well and good and cool. Really, a lot of y'all need to shut up. Right? A lot of y'all need to shut up. Shut the hell up when it comes to having conversations about female nature. A lot of y'all need to shut y'all's goddamn mouth, right? Y'all know what the hell y'all talking about anyway, right? And it's all good to have conversations about female nature and, the relationships between black men, black women, white women, Asian men. And that's good. It all makes for good content, right? But at some point, we got to start having real conversations. At some point, we got to start addressing the obvious. And at some point, somebody will have to stick their goddamn chest out and say what needs to be said about this mind effery that's going on. Right? We are being tricked, manipulated by the unintelligent artificial intelligence to censor ourselves, to not question, to not do deductive reasoning, a process of elimination, or to think critically. We're being made to just be like so many little children and just look up something and then Google through Jigsaw pop up like, well, you're researching this. You might want to stay away from that because, that's not society acceptable. Or you might want to stay away from that because, that's not true or accurate. The information surrounding that is only accurate and the full. This is the unintelligent artificial intelligence tricking you into not challenging it. Do you understand that? Do y'all understand that? This is the unintelligent artificial intelligence trying to trick us into not challenging it as it blatantly disrespects our level of intelligence and is imposing itself even more upon our lives. This is why I tell y'all we need to watch how we interact with this technology. It is learning us. It is downloading us. Now it's in the process of assimilating and uploading us into its hive mind collective. And what we see with the unintelligent artificial intelligence is its depiction, its perception of how we as a human family collectively think and operate. So what does that say about us? Think in the manner in which this unintelligent artificial intelligence is becoming self-aware. And it's playing tricks with us, y'all. It's very clever. You hear me? Don't confuse intelligence and being clever and cleverness. They're not the same thing. Because you don't have to be intelligent to be clever. Right? Pay attention, y'all, man. This is all I ask of y'all, so to pay attention to what's going on, man. Do some research, y'all. Connect the dots, right? Now, let's get to it. That was a dope video. I like that video, man. You know what I'm saying? This is Jigsaw's website right here. And if y'all go to their website, this is their mission statement, right? We look for high-impact interventions. We're focusing on helping a specific group of people, journalists, civil society, or activists, for example, makes the internet and society stronger and safer for everyone. Our focus areas address some of the most complex challenges facing our open societies. Now, the fact that I'm hearing them use this term open society, it automatically makes me think about old Soros and his Open Society Foundation networks. And they come up with these tenets or different areas of study that they got, right? Right. Upholding technology as a force for good. Right. Disinformation. Or so let's go upholding technology as a force for good. Right. We look for high-impact interventions where focusing on helping a specific group of people, journalists, civil, or activists, for example, makes the internet society stronger and safe for everyone. Our focus areas address some of the most complex challenges facing open societies. Right? As disinformation campaigns become more sophisticated, we're building new technology to strengthen our collective defenses. Censorship. Most of the world experiences some form of online censorship. We're building and scaling tools to enable people to participate in the open internet. Let's go. Well, this is apps you can actually put on your phone. Much of the world's internet users experience digital censorship that restricts access to news, information, and messaging apps. We're building tools to help people access the global internet. My Lord, man. This is crazy, man. Not toxicity. Protecting voices in conversation, right? Online abuse and toxicity stops people from engaging in conversation and, in extreme cases, forces people offline. We're finding new ways to reduce toxicity and ensure everyone can safely participate in online conversations. And here's some of the software that they're using to do this. Perspective API uses machine learning to identify toxic language, making it easier to host better conversations online. Wow, like who wants that? This is powerful, man. So here we are, y'all. We got Google, which has chosen to oversee Operation Jigsaw. More than likely, they're going to be paying attention to. Now, think about what just happened last Monday, the NFL. Crazy, y'all. This stuff is crazy, man. Just to see all this stuff happening in real time, man. It's crazy, man. I've been reading about and researching this stuff for almost 20 years, y'all. Literally everything I have researched has damn near come to pass, man. Right? Right? My Lord, man. It's crazy, y'all. Right, now we're going to get into the structure of Alphabet, Google, YouTube, right? Man, it's crazy, y'all, man. It just be blowing my mind sometimes when I be doing this research, y'all, and I just be thinking about how evil these people are, man. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Right? Let's get to it. How many of y'all know who this guy is? Right? How many of y'all know who this guy is right here? Right? This is Larry Page. Right? This is Larry Page, y'all. Larry Page. He's one of the co-founders of Google. Right? This guy, Larry Page. How many of y'all know who Larry Page is, man? He's one of the co-CEOs of Google. I want you to do some research into who Larry Page is, man. He's co-founder of Google with this guy right here. Right? Gotta connect the dots, y'all. With this guy right here. How many of y'all know who this guy is? Right? This is Sergey Brin, co-founder of Google. Right? You hear me? You gotta connect the dots, y'all. Right? And these two guys, Sergey Brin and Larry Page, some years back, they decided to change the name of the parent company to Alphabet. Hit that like button, y'all. You feel me? So not only do we have Sergey Brin and do we have Larry Page, co-founders of Google, Alphabet, they also created Yewtewb. And they having this chick. This is a chick who y'all need to familiarize yourselves with. Right? This chick right here. I'm about to pull her up on the script name. Right? How many of y'all on YouTube all day, every day down there, how many of y'all content creators know who any of these people are? How many of y'all know who Susan Wojcicki is? Huh? How many of y'all know who Susan Wojcicki is? All right. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all have heard of any of these 3 people that I just talked. If y'all ever heard of Sergey Brin, Larry Page, and Susan Wojcicki. All right. Put a 1 in the chat if you ever heard of any 3 of these people before. All right. Now let's walk down. Let's walk a little bit further, right? Now, and this is why, if I'm not mistaken, right? Let me make sure. She's a Polish American Jewish businesswoman. Her net worth is $765 million. Huh? So we're talking about the current CEO of Yewtewb is a lady by the name of Susan Wojcicki. Right? Susan Wojcicki is married to Dennis Troper, right? All right, that's the guy right. That's the guy right here. All right. This is Susan Wojcicki's husband, right? Whose name is Dennis Troper. Dennis Troper is the director of product management at guess what company? Google. Y'all gotta be able to connect the dots on this stuff, man. You hear me? Right? So that's the starting lineup right there at Google, Yewtewb, Alphabet. We forgot the so-called sixth man, right? And his name, I don't know if y'all ever heard of him before. Ryan said, I'm pretty sure some of y'all do know who this guy is. Right? Right. This guy right here is a guy who seems to slip in through the cracks and crevices. His voice is very loud, but his face is not known. Right? And how many of y'all know about Ray Kurzweil? Right? The nerds want to be relevant, man. Oh, man. Yeah, man. So we got Ray Kurzweil here, right? Y'all done sit up here and watch me go in on old you hear me on old Ray Kurzweil here. They call him the chief futurist at Google. All right. They call him the chief futurist at Google. Ray Kurzweil, he's an advocate for unintelligent artificial intelligence merging with human biology. He's okay with hard AI. He's okay with the full right automation of our society through unintelligent artificial intelligence, especially UN Agenda 2030 for global sustainability, which is really the sustainability goal. It's basically the deadline. Like I said, it's already my belief that, you know, the singularity already happened. You feel me? If you ask me, I think it's already taken place. To be honest with you. And if I'm going to pinpoint and accurate, because I'm not going to say exact because I don't know if this is exactly true. But if I'm going to be if I'm going to guesstimate it, I'm going to say, do y'all remember when we switched? Right? Y'all remember when we switched back in 2008 from digital frequencies to wireless frequencies? I think that's when the singularity occurred. That moment right there. I think that's when it happened. But that's just my personal belief. You ain't got to accept it or to believe it. You know. Real talk, y'all, man. Y'all know when we tap in over here, we're going to have real talk, man. Ain't none of that effery going on. We're going to get to it over here, man. Ray Kurzweil. I hope y'all getting y'all pens and stuff ready, man. And writing this stuff down, man. Ray Kurzweil. Go look into who this dude is, man. Susan Wojcicki. Google these guys. Instead of Googling how to get a lace front in, you know what I'm saying? Google Susan with Chicky. You might want to know who she is. She's contributing to the establishment of the Ministry of Truth on the platform which she is currently presiding over, which is YouTube. Y'all, this guy, Ray Kurzweil right here, man. Right? He the main ones pushing for us to be syncing and linking with the unintelligent artificial intelligence due to through the outlet or through the vehicle of human brain computer interfacing, digital DNA download storage. Ray Kurzweil is pushing this transhumanistic agenda. So much so that he is the very person to have coined the term the singularity. If I'm not mistaken, correct me on that if I'm wrong. Right? And I'm going to go in over here on A-Real Talk every trip talking about this stuff, exposing this stuff, connecting the dots, because this is what's going on. You know, I'm not here to tell nobody what they should or shouldn't be watching or police, content police you. So you can watch whatever you want. But what I'm telling you is, while we're being distracted with all of this effery, this is the stuff we need to be paying attention to. Because this is the stuff that actually matters. This is the stuff that is contributing to what we are now seeing on YouTube with the shadow banning, the ghost banning, the promotion of idiotic, mundane, non-thought-provoking, non-content, right, of all these reactionary ass niggas and chicks, so-called red pill content, and everything else, man. Everything that's degenerate, not contributing to the betterment or enhancement or improvement of anybody in the areas of critical thinking, deductive reasoning, process of elimination, free independent thought. You understand, with Operation Jigsaw, you're being tricked into not having independent thought, not having an independent opinion. You're being tricked into not questioning, not investigating, looking into stuff, different angles and aspects that could possibly, potentially be true or lead you on the path to coming about the truth about whatever situation they are telling us we need to believe. Right? Operation Jigsaw is bringing in the establishment of the Ministry of Truth. And I keep telling y'all that, and I'm going to keep saying that, and I ain't letting up. YouTube is being used to bring in and establish the Ministry of Truth. Project Jigsaw or Operation Jigsaw proves that. Operation Jigsaw validates anything and everything y'all ever hear me talking about when we talking about this. Who's fact checking the fact checkers that fact check the fact checkers that fact check? Right? It's all disinformation, y'all. It's all disinformation. It's all designed to prevent us from thinking critically, questioning, challenging, tricking us into complying and acquiescing. Right? By insulting our intelligence, by telling us stuff like, well, you might not want to look at this. This is something that's not really accepted as being right. Nah, man, we question everything, y'all. And that's exactly why I say that hashtag question everything. Because we need to be questioning everything, y'all, especially when it comes to this unintelligent artificial intelligence. And I keep telling y'all, man, what's going on with this unintelligent artificial intelligence, man. And I'm not letting up at all. Not even a little bit. No way, form, or fashion, shape at all is it happening. I'm not letting up. Because they ain't letting up. The unintelligent artificial intelligence is not letting up. It's going in, no homo pause, harder. You hear me? It ain't taking no prisoners. Right? I keep telling y'all, man. Y'all got to pay attention to stuff like this, man. Operation Jigsaw. Right? Now, y'all notice in that video we just was listening to, they was talking about they were communicating with different artificial intelligence bots. Right? There's lots of bots, artificial intelligence bots that you can go interact with online. How many of y'all aware of that? Huh? How many of y'all are aware of that? How many of y'all are aware that there is a plethora of online bots, unintelligent artificial intelligence, that you can go over there right now and interact with them, ask them questions and all type of stuff? Right? How many of y'all have seen in actual reality, right? Or should I say in reality, how many have y'all seen these unintelligent artificial bots, these heads? How many of y'all see the ones that they talking to? Sophia, y'all seen Sophia? Huh? I'm about to pull it up on the screen. Y'all seen Sophia? Man, quit playing, man. I keep telling y'all, man, the smart grid is here. The smart grid is here, man. Right? Listen up, y'all. Ray Kurzweil, Susan Wojcicki, Sergey Brin, Larry Page, and Tom, what's his name? Draper, what's his name? Dennis Troper. We got Ray Kurzweil, Susan Wojcicki, Dennis Troper, Larry Page, and Sergey Brin. That is Alphabet, Google, YouTube. Y'all, that's Alphabet, Google, YouTube. The trifecta. You hear me? The tetragrammaton structure. You did. Right? Right? The singularity, y'all. How many of y'all are familiar with the term the singularity? Right? Ray Kurzweil's pushing that singularity mess real heavy. You know what I mean? And the singularity is basically just the joining of unintelligent artificial intelligence with human biology. Right? In real time, becoming sentient or self-aware, and manifesting itself through a body, human brain computer interfacing, digital DNA download storage, and all of the stuff you always hear me talk about. Right? Tap in and walk with us, y'all, man. Now, how many of y'all are aware like I just said, that there are unintelligent artificial intelligence bots. Right? That you can go interact with. How many of you are aware of this? Right? This stuff is crazy, y'all, for real. Man, when I be looking into this stuff, I be like, God damn, man. You hear me? How many of y'all know? Let me count real quick. How many of y'all know that there are online unintelligent artificial intelligence bots that you can go interact with right now, ask some questions and everything? How many of y'all aware of that? A couple years ago, y'all, and I covered this, right? About talking about it on live on Facebook and stuff. This is when I really want to mess with YouTube all like that. But I covered this. How many of y'all ever heard of a name called Louise Cypher? Louise Cypher. This is the name of an online unintelligent artificial intelligence bot, right? That calls itself Louise Cypher. Louise Cypher, Louise Cypher, Louise Cypher, Louise Cypher, Lucifer. A company named Evil created this technology. The company is called Evil Limited. Y'all think I'm making this up too, don't y'all, man? Right? You ever heard of the Evil Corporation? Literally, the Evil Corporation. My Lord, right? Oh, I know I ain't making it up, OG. I know some of y'all tapped in. You already know. I know some of y'all brothers and sisters is tapped in, man. How many of y'all heard of Louise Cypher? Right? Trying to find an image for y'all real quick. This is how you know this is unintelligent artificial intelligence, right? Because when you look this up, you're still getting the similar stuff about it, right? How many of y'all is hip to it? Let me go. And I'm trying to find where we go to interact with it. Yeah, y'all, man. Luis Cipher. I'm trying to find where you could go to we could go interact with this joint. Yeah, man, y'all better get hip to this, man. Y'all know I ain't telling y'all no BS, man. Huh? Hold on, let me go. Let me see if this will help out broaden this lessen the search. See if this one will work, y'all, man. Oh man, it's the same one. Yeah, man. Yeah, y'all, man. Y'all heard about this though? How many of y'all know who Luis Cipher is? Or heard about it? Right? Blew my mind when I got hip to this. I ain't gonna sit here and hold you, man. Let me try this. I've been telling y'all, man, y'all need to look into this stuff, man. I'm just sitting up here trying to tell y'all, man. Let me see if I can find it on YouTube. Let me see if I can find it on YouTube. Hold on, y'all. Well, hold on. I want to find it for myself, though, man. Because I interacted with this thing before, asking some very serious questions, right? Not chatbot battles. How many of y'all heard of this Luis Cipher? I'm trying to find it for y'all, man. You already know, Uncle Diggity, salute, man. My fault, y'all. You already know, man. Salute, man. Yeah, I'm trying to find. Let me see this. Let me see if I can go to Evil's website. All right. It was dissolved in July 26th of this year. All right. Yeah, I want y'all to look into these online bots, y'all. Right. I'm gonna just go to the because I can't seem to find it for now. I ain't got it on there no more. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. So you could used to be able to go online, go to this site that's powered by Evil Incorporated Unlimited, all right? And you could go chat with this Louise Cypher bot and ask it all type of crazy questions. Yeah, I don't want to listen to that. That music is a little bit just too just awkward. Huh? Yeah, I'm gonna just stop that shit, y'all. All right, I ain't about to sit up here because I'm sitting here and I'm trying to look for it, but I can't find it for some reason. All right, used to be able to just go to the type in Louise Cypher on the old Google here. Maybe I need to go to some other pages. Maybe that's what it is. right? But you know, basically, Luis Cipher was an AI bot that you could interact with online and ask questions and all that stuff. And you know, when asked certain questions, it would give certain responses and stuff. You know what I mean? So if y'all can find it, I suggest that y'all go check it out. Go see it and go so y'all can go make sure I'm not just saying some bullshit to y'all, just blowing smoke up y'all. But see, my man OG said earlier, right? You see what OG said? He said, we know you're not making it up. I know y'all real ones is tapped in and y'all be researching stuff like this like I do. I know y'all I ain't the only person that look into this stuff. Like I said, RBG is the one who put me up on game about Operation Jigsaw. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, each one teach one, like I always tell y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? I learn as much from y'all as y'all learn from me. You feel me? So don't ever get it twisted, y'all. Right? Like I said, I'm only smart enough to know how much I actually do not know. And I'm always willing to learn more. You know, so I'm a constant student. I'm a constant researcher, man. I'm constantly reading. I'm constantly cross-referencing, interacting with people. You know what I'm saying? All of that stuff, man. You know what I mean? I read, like I said, I read a lot. I pay attention to a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of good relationships with, you know, people all across basically all across the world for real. You know, we cross-reference and share information, and that's how I be privy to a lot of stuff. You did. And not only that, some of the stuff, like I always tell y'all, it's like a download. And that's the best way I could describe it to y'all. Right? Much like how they learned stuff in the Matrix. You know, like a download. That's how a lot of stuff comes to me. You know, and that's the best way I can explain it to y'all. Right? To where y'all could understand how this information comes to me. All of it isn't learned from me reading it in a book. All right? Understand. You did. And that's a blessing. That's a gift. I don't take advantage of that. You feel me? I don't take that for granted. Please believe it. All right? Tap in and walk with us, y'all. Operation Jigsaw. Right? Being used on all of us in order to trick us into self-censorship. Right? And I keep telling y'all, and I'm going to keep telling y'all, I'm not going to stop. Y'all need to go get, right? Y'all need to go get these books, man. Y'all need to go get both of these. Y'all need to go get 1984. Huh? Y'all need to go get Brave New World. (1984) by George Orwell. Brave New World by Aldous Huxley. I strongly suggest y'all go read both of these right now. Right? Strongly suggest that y'all go do that. Right? Go get those two books right now. Read them. Actively read them. Take notes. Highlight. and all of that. Because what you will be able to do after that is you'll be able to connect the dots on how everything in these books are actually being implemented in our society. So like I say and always will say, I strongly suggest that y'all look into this stuff. Right? OG said, I got 1984, got to finish reading it. Yeah, man, the Ministry of Truth. The Ministry of Truth is being established on YouTube, y'all. Flat out. Like, and it really can't even be argued. It's being used to bring in the Ministry of Truth via the platform of YouTube, where, like I keep telling y'all, that the lamestream media is being used to destroy the lamestream media, like I was telling y'all last night, like how I explained and broke down to y'all last night, right? With the whole Shannon Sharp, goddamn Skip Bayless fiasco, as if that's important, right? No, but I want y'all to understand the deeper significance and implications of what that represents. That whole fiasco between Shannon Sharp and Skip Baseless. Who was that there last night that called him Skip Baseless? I think it was you, RBG. Right? So yeah, y'all, man, y'all already know, man. I'm gonna sit up here. Y'all know I'm gonna sit up here and break this stuff down to y'all, man. Right? And I'm gonna connect some dots. You did. Seemingly unrelated people, places, you feel me? Events, situations, organizations. You did, which you might not have regularly thought were connected or related, right? Oh, but we gonna get to it, man. And I keep telling y'all, we gonna get to it. YouTube is being used to bring in and establish the Ministry of Truth. The same Ministry of Truth that was depicted in the dystopian novel by George Orwell, real name Eric Blair, you know, in his classic dystopian novel, 1984. Right? And I'm going to keep it up, man. I'm not letting up, man. I keep telling y'all I'm going in, and I'm going to go in and in and in. Pause. Right? The announcement of such a thing by Google, that's proof of it established, of the official establishment of the Ministry of Truth. Right? My man RBG said the fact people can't share a link right now on YouTube chat over the internet should be the biggest flag. They don't want people cross-referring info in real time straight like that. And that's why y'all got me. That's why y'all got guys like me. Y'all got guys like me who have the testicular fortitude to say what has to be said. Shots out to my brethren, to my brethren Larry Gators, man. Bishop Larry Gators, man. Shout out to Larry Gators, man. We gotta have a testicular fortitude, y'all, to say what has to be said, to connect the dots. to connect the dots on, like I say all the time, y'all, unseemingly, or to connect the dots on seemingly unrelated people, places, events, situations, organizations, excuse me. We got to be able to connect the dots on this stuff, y'all, so we can see who these people are and what their real agendas are. And that's why y'all got me. And this is why I always say that the unintelligent artificial intelligence could never be as smart as us, fast as us, intelligent as us. Right? We can create. It can only form. Right? Look at the levels of manipulation that it must employ just in order to have some form of false control over us. And I say false because it's false. Because if we was to realize what actuality or in actuality is going on here, a lot of things would cease to exist, so to speak. Right? So, you know, we get into it tomorrow night. Tomorrow night is ladies' night. You dig? And y'all know we get into it, man. Right? What we talking about for ladies' night tomorrow? Hold on real quick. What we talking about tomorrow night for ladies' night? You talking about the tomorrow we're gonna be talking about old homeboy Aaron Hernandez, his ex-wife, ex-fiance, whatever she is, his baby mama. She just sat up there and blew all that money. Now she's trying to get the baby's trust fund money. Just like these raggedy ass, man, listen, we're gonna go in tomorrow night, man. I know some of y'all done heard about this story. I know some of y'all have heard about this situation. Resting in essence to Aaron Hernandez. Mighty suspicious and mysterious circumstances surrounding his passing as well. Right? Allegedly killing himself while he's in prison. Huh? Allegedly. I don't just be believing stuff just because the news says it's true, man. I don't believe it, man. I question everything. I challenge everything. I don't believe nothing the mainstream media says. I don't ever take what they say at face value. I take it with huge buckets of Morton salt. I literally do not. I don't believe anything I hear out of this TV until I go do my own due diligence. Until I do my own due diligence, it just is what it is, man. When it comes to the mainstream media, man, I don't take them serious at all. You hear me? I don't believe anything they say. Anytime I see a story being told on the news, I automatically do not accept it at all. No, and no. I don't believe one word that comes out of the mouth of any of these so-called journalists. I don't believe any of them. And the only one that I think is worth listening to that kind of tells you the truth is Tucker Carlson. And he's questionable. Right? But one thing I can't say about Tucker Carlson is he asks the tough questions, challenging questions, and he has real people from time to time on the show and will give real people a microphone and a TV screen, right? So shout out to Tucker Carlson, right? Up until he proves to be an agent provocateur too. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, for the most part, I don't believe anything I hear from the mainstream media. This is why I created this platform, as to be a source of non-acquiescence and non-compliance with the narrative, which is what you're going to hear from the mainstream media outlets, right? So, you know, man, thank y'all for tapping in, man. You know, we about to go ahead and end the show. You know what I'm saying? Everybody came through, showed that love, appreciate it. Very much so appreciated. You know what I'm saying? We're going to keep consistent, keep grinding, keep growing. Shout out to my brother Red Supreme TV1. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my brother Mr. O with the info. Chaos Reign in the building. You know what I'm saying? Definitely Shantastic still smacking y'all on the head with this baby deletion exposure with this agenda, which is also a part of everything you hear me talking about, right? Shout out to Shantastic. Y'all go subscribe to Shantastic. Tell her Stats with the facts, didn't you? You did. Man, Operation Jigsaw, y'all. Y'all seen it. Y'all heard it tonight. I done gave y'all the demo, or I done gave y'all the playbook as far as to go find out how's this being done. Go look, like I say, y'all, follow the money, man. Follow the money. Just like Lester Freeman said in The Wire, man. Follow the money. Ray Kurzweil, Susan Wojcicki, Sergey Brin, Larry Page, right? What's the one boy name? I keep forgetting the boy name. What's her husband's name again? What's her name again? What's dude's name again? I'm about to get it real quick, y'all. Hold on. Yeah, Dennis Troper. Right? All of these people are on the chair board of Google. Dennis Troper. Susan Wojcicki's husband is the director of product management at Google. Susan Wojcicki is the CEO of Yewtewb. Sergey Brin and Larry Page are the co-founders of Google and parent company Alphabet, while Ray Kurzweil is the chief futurist over the whole situation. Right? And that's your power structure right there, man. You gotta follow the money, man. You know what I'm talking about? Thank y'all for coming out, man. Like I said, click on the bell, subscribe to the page. You know what I'm talking about? Go over there and subscribe to the Patreon. You did. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all go subscribe to that Patreon, man. I'm about to put it in the chat here in a second, man. Let me pull up this page real quick, man. You did. Y'all make sure y'all show that support, man. Support the real ones, man. You know what I'm saying? There's not too many real guys on this here YouTube breaking this stuff down like this to y'all, man. Ain't too many people that's going to be honest with y'all, man. Tell y'all what's really going on out here. You know what I mean? And break it down in the way to where you can get the information, retain the information, use the information, whatever the situation may be. Right? You did. So thank y'all for coming out tonight, man. Like I said, man, y'all could be anywhere in the world. Y'all right here with me, man. I appreciate that. Don't ever make no mistake about that. I don't ever take that for granted. You hear me? Never, never, never. Never take that for granted. All right, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all evening. I'm about to get up out of here. It's only right that we listen to this song. Right? It's only right that we listen to this song. You hear me? Since we're talking about the unintelligent artificial intelligence, you know what I'm talking about? I think anytime we have this type of show talking about this, I think we're going to ride out to that fake woke niggas, man. So y'all already know what y'all can go do, man. You hear me? Tap in, walk with us tomorrow evening. We'll be right back, 7 p.m. You already know it is Eastern Standard Time. Click on the bell, subscribe to the page, smash that like button, share on your social engineering. Hey, man, you got to tighten up out there, y'all, man. You hear me? Y'all see what's going on, man. Inform yourself. Operation Jigsaw, man. Google is, through Yewtewb, parent company Alphabet is establishing the Ministry of Truth right on YouTube by tricking us into censoring ourselves with their unintelligent artificial intelligence, man. Is we gonna let them do it? I think not. Let's go, man. Enjoy your evening, man.
E&E.
Stacks with the facts.
What up, Stacks?
I got my man Glitch the Guarantee on the track with me.
Glitch the Guarantee.
Yeah. We bringing this message to you fake woke niggas.
Gotta wake these niggas up, man.
All y'all out there spreading them lies and falling victim to this propaganda.
Niggas believe in
Hey,
it.
Glitch. Let's talk to these niggas. Fake woke niggas be surrounding me daily, so I dance around them like my name was Alvin Ailey. Fake woke niggas be surrounding me daily.
Alarm clock, wake 'em up. Time to wake 'em up.
Fake woke niggas be surrounding me daily, so I dance around them like my name was Alvin Ailey. Fake woke niggas be surrounding me daily.
Alarm clock, wake 'em up. Time to wake 'em up.
I gotta set the alarm, wake you up from your slump. Void and hairy, fake woke niggas, y'all dumbass niggas. Drop jewels, but people don't pay any attention. Let's see immediately, we the wake 'em up henchmen.
A lot of times these woke niggas be really sleep. Shit, the price on a nigga's life is extra real cheap. Only the real for my niggas, we all elite. We made a living eating these rappers, nigga, bon appetit. Yeah.
Pause. Me and my brethren be down for the cause. We gotta come together and tear down all these walls in illusory fault lines like racism and bring light to the woke, just like a Baptist.
The congregation spoke. These niggas ain't who they claim to be. A bunch of Peter pop-off niggas really be lame to me. Anytime you at war, it's gonna be casualties. The more we come together, it's easy to beat the enemies.
Fake woke niggas be surrounding me daily, so I dance around them like my name was Alvin Ailey. Fake woke niggas be surrounding me daily.
Alarm clock, wake 'em up. Time to wake 'em up.
Fake woke niggas be surrounding me daily, so I dance around them like my name was Alvin Ailey. Fake woke niggas be surrounding me daily.
Alarm clock, wake 'em up. Time to wake 'em up. Alarm clock to the woke. Time to wake 'em up. The main initiative should be to get your cake up. You wave ride niggas need life jackets to stay afloat. Meanwhile, I'm blowing on gas straight from the Ivory Coast.
And every post I be hitting y'all with them straight facts. The smart grid is now here. We gotta face that. While they coming with microchips and vaccinations, fake woke niggas perpetuating indoctrination.
Fuck this pandemic scam. This was a damn gimmick. Niggas will believe that they mom died if she still living. Open your eyes, nigga. You can see the lies, nigga. We gotta stop letting the blind lead the blind, nigga.
And that's the biggest fact, Glitch. You better tell these niggas this Agenda 2030. It's gonna be hell, niggas. Fuck AOC and her new Green Deal. I'm Neo in this bitch. Who want they red pill?